Superman number 9 was pretty good. Let's talk about it. Let's use my space system. Story, pacing, artistry, characters, enjoyment. Each category gets a score between 0 and 2. 2 is the best you can get in any category. I'm rating this comic against modern Superman comics and DC stuff. I'm not rating this against Spawn or against, I don't know, giant size X-Men or something. So if I give this if I gave this a 10 out of 10, I'm not saying this is better than Watchmen. I'm just saying that for a modern Superman comic, it's the best you're going to get, kind of a thing. I know that's kind of weird, but I don't know how else to be fair. Obviously, Superman, like Bronze Age was the best age of comics. Silver Age was amazing too. I actually like DC's Golden Age with all the kind of weirdness, and the Silver Age of goofiness. I like all that stuff. Modern comics, obviously, some of them are not that good, but there's still good comics out there. This one wasn't too bad at all. I thought it was okay. So let's talk about it. I'm actually going to give the storyline a 1.5. I was going to give the storyline a 1, but then at the very end, we have a little bit of a twister here. We get to see Nighthawk and Cinnamon, so that's cool. But then we see Superman in the Old West. Oh man, that is cool. I'm a sucker. I'm a big time sucker for that. So that was great. We got to see him in a cool uniform as well. So the Chained has been defeated and recaptured. Superman was poisoned with kryptonite, as usual, whatever. He's weakened, but he's wearing this armored suit to kind of get his strength back. That's why I was going to give it a 1. I'm like, this is all very generic stuff. We do have Lena Luthor, who's his daughter. She's kind of cool. We'll talk about characters. Yeah. So I was going to give it a 1, but then this whole Old West, like getting teleported back, I thought, oh, that's kind of cool. So I'm giving it a 1.5. Pacing, I will also give the pacing a 1.5. I do wish there was a bit more action. It's not action comics, but Superman comics should have lots of action. There is some fighting towards the middle. It's really just like it's kind of a double spread and then a little bit here. So not really enough for me for a Superman title. I think all Superman comics should have at least like 30 to 50% action. Easy. 50% action is really what I want. A little bit of a story, big action scene, a little bit of story, next issue. That's sort of your kind of way to go. But I still thought it was good. The art, it's weird. I'm getting used to this art. I'm kind of liking it. I'm gonna give it a 1.5. I like the way Superman looks here. Like, he looks pretty good. And I do like these covers. I've been liking the covers of Superman. I'll tell you that. It's good. Again, like it's not. It ain't no Neil Adams or something, right? But like, still, it's kind of neat. So I'm prone. I don't know. I'm giving it a little bit higher. Maybe it's really a 1, but I kind of liked it, so I'm giving it a 1.5. It was pretty nice. So and speaking of art, I do want to mention our channel sponsor, which is beardedshirts.com. The link is in the description of this video. They do these awesome print all over. And of course, I got Superboy because Superboy is just the best. It's like with the Legion at the bottom there. So they do these awesome print all over shirts. They also have other kinds of shirts as well, but these are kind of the favorites for my personal favorites. And they always have a sale on. And if you become a member of the channel, if you become a Legionnaire, one Legionnaire every month will win their choice of a shirt from beardedshirts.com. You don't have to take a print all over if you just want like a normal one, or they've got logo shirts as well. So all that great stuff. So thank you to Eddie and everybody at Bearded Shirts for supporting the channel. We appreciate it. Let's talk about the characters. Well, it's Superman, who's my favorite character of all time. So obviously I have to give it at least a 1.5. Look, no, Superman's awesome. I'm giving it a 1.5. I like Superman in this comic. I actually like Lois a lot in this comic, for me. And Lex has been great in these issues, like him in the jail cell talking. This is like a Hannibal Lecter giving advice to Superman. That's kind of fun. Yeah, I don't know. I like the villain. I'm not giving it a 2 because the villains, I'm not there yet with these villains. They're like okay, Marilyn Moonlight is in it, and she's actually kind of cool. Like, she looks neat. So there's that. She does look neat. I don't know her that well. I'm not, was it Graft? And I can never remember their names until they say it, which is not really a good thing. But they're okay. Superman's great, of course. For enjoyment factor, I'm going to give it a 2 out of 2 for the enjoyment factor because I did really actually enjoy this comic. I thought it was a lot of fun. I know new comics are not great and they're definitely not as good as the Bronze Age. And we know, you know, since I like the 90s as well, but I definitely since the 90s and like 2000s and on, it's obviously been going a little bit downhill. There's good moments here and there in some new comics, so I haven't given up. And yeah, Marvel has a lot of stinkers. I don't read anything from Marvel at all. One or two titles you can look through my playlist and see. Mostly DC. DC's definitely better, but they've got a lot of stinkers as well. I don't think this is one of them. I do think this is good, and I do think The Flash is good, and I also think um, Sandman is pretty good too, and I think Batman's pretty good too. So for me, the Batman, Superman, JSA guys are pretty good. Not Alan Scott, Green Lantern. That's an awful comic. But yeah, so it's not it's not dead. It's definitely dying, and it's dying for a lot of reasons because people aren't going to the shops. But the quality is definitely lacking. So 8 out of 10 again is an 8 out of 10 considering that this is a modern comic. We have to change our level of reviews. That's just how it goes. And maybe that's not fair, but I don't know what else to do. So there you go. I did enjoy this comic anyway, so that's my review. If you like my review system and you want to like the video, I really appreciate it. Subscribe, all that stuff. Check out some of my other videos. That's it. Until next time.